Okay, it's nice to be here. And my name is Murad Al Kufash. I'm from Palestine. We have a permaculture project there, almost 3 years now. And I just come back when I back from America like 3 years ago, and I start establish my permaculture farm. It's called Marda Permaculture Farm, Palestine, and it's branch for GVI, Global Vision Institute, based in America, Summertown, Tennessee Summertown, and I have a diploma in permaculture for education and training and designing. I get it from Australia, the Permaculture Institute in Australia, and I got many certificates like in designing course from my country and from America itself when I was in America. And I'm here for the Klimaforum change because we have all this problem all around. It's not just some places, so everyone be affected by the change in the climate. So we hope from this conference to do some change. Especially we have, as I heard, like we have about 95 country here or 95 nation, and all of them citizen, not governments. So as it was easy to collect these people here like in a few days, so maybe we can do the change by put our hands, all of us together, and we go forward to do some change and to force our governments or all these governments who in charge for to do this disaster in the world to do their turn to start do some changing in their policy or in their the way they act or the way they do by damaging the climate.
I understand there's some news from involving Jeff Lawton's Permaculture Research Institute and the Jordan Project. Could you explain that news?
Yeah, we know, as everybody working in permaculture, we know about Jeff Lawton long time ago, and I got the opportunity to meet him in Jordan last October. He was running a BDC there, and I went there to be in this BDC, and I talked with him about Palestine, about permaculture in Palestine, and I found that they liked the idea. They was really interested to work in Palestine, and he offered one of his ideas to that Marda Permaculture Farm is going to be one of his association in Palestine, and we work now together. And Jeff and his group, his institute, they're building a website. It's called Permaculture Middle East. So Palestine will have their own section, so we can download or put anything we need in this page as we want.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and we planning to run a BDC. That's if we get the right funding for that to cover this BDC in next March, like in 3 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff said that he going to teach by Skyping.
Mm-hmm.
And he going to send 2 instructors to teach the design course.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that this is going to be the beginning for our project to do something really like in more active in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because for like since 3 years I work almost by myself.
Mm-hmm.
By building the administration side, the land that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the fence, I built the fence, the terrace around the borders of the land to give the security for the land, not to make the anything get in. I have a greenhouse, I have a compost area, is working there, gardening, trees. I mean, when I say trees, I mean different type of trees. Olives, citrus trees, fruit trees, different layers of trees. So the site is going to be like administration site or as a model in Palestine for how to run, how to do the technique of permaculture, to show the farmers, especially the farmers. That's our aim target. And the agricultural engineers, the international students, or the volunteers who come to work with us, with me in the land, in the site, and to explain to the people what we mean with permaculture, and to encourage them, especially the Palestinian people, how to encourage them to go back to their land. Because people since the occupation 60 years ago, or let's say 4 years ago, since 67, people they start moving or leaving their land, looking for more money, because the Israeli market was open for them, so they went there to work as something not their what they used to do, like farming. They do like a construction or something else by doing more money. In this case, we lost our land, we lost more fields. The people, they stopped caring about their land, and they by the climate, the change, sometimes from raining, the land get erosion, the soil get erosion, because the people, they don't care about building their terrace again. So now through this project, we focus on teaching and encouraging people to come back to their land, to grow their own food, to save their own seeds that we used to have them since thousands of years in the country, and now almost we can find them. In this case, in this idea, maybe we will have, by the time we target to have our self-sufficiency, by not to depend on the Israeli market, especially for food or for working. So each one had to grow his own food with no chemicals, no pesticides, no fertilizer. Especially nowadays, all this disease we have around from this kind of food, because they use pesticides and all these things. It sit in the body, doesn't move.
And your friend here is from a traditional farming association in Palestine.
Yeah.
Obviously, permaculture has a great connection to the traditional farming systems.
That's right.
Could you explain help translate your friend's work and explain that and how that's related to the Klimaforum?
Okay.
My name is Hashim Abu Hassan.
His name is Hashim Abu Hassan.
Present Jenin Governorate Farmers Association. احنا جتنا دعوة من الكلايما فورم.
We got an invitation from Klimaforum to come here.
وحضرنا هذا المؤتمر لأننا مهتمين في البيئة وبالصحة.
So we're here because we care about health and environment.
لأنه موضوع البيئة مرتبط بالزراعة بشكل مباشر.
Because the environment subject is direct with the agriculture field.
احنا جمعية بتشتغل على مستوى المحافظة وبنشتغل على مستوى فلسطين بشكل
كامل. Our
كامل.
charitable is working in Jenin district and in the whole country.
وعندنا عدة برامج وعدة مشاريع.
We have different projects there.
جزء منها الزراعة العضوية.
Part of it is organic farming.
والجزء الأساسي اللي عندنا بنك بذور.
And the other one is like a seed bank.
بدعم من الأستراليين.
This project is supporting. They have the support from Australian.
تم إنشاؤه في 2006.
Established in 2006.
بتزويدنا ب 24 طن من البذور العلفية.
They support them with 24 tons of food seeds.
واحنا استمرينا لمدة سنة واحدة. استمرينا احنا لمدة 3 سنوات في هذا المشروع.
They give them this project for 1 year, but they keep going with this one for 3 years.
هذا العام اجوا علينا وعادوا كمان مرة اتفاقية بينه وبينهم لمدة 5
So
سنوات.
this year they visit them again and they make a new contract for how many years?
لأنه كان في عنا نجاح مميز.
They give them like they renew the contract because they find that they do it right.
ولأنه هذه السنة وزعنا تقريبا حوالي 100 طن من البذور.
This year they give the farmers something around 100 ton of seeds.
الفكرة على شكل إعطاء المزارعين قروض من البذور وثم استعادتها في نهاية.
So the idea is like to give them a loan. It's not like a loan by money with interest. It's like they give them seeds, and when the end of the season they take the seeds back. But they gave them, same amount.
يوم الثلاثاء في 8 الشهر كان في عنا في جنين زيارة لوفد أسترالي ليطلع على.
Last Tuesday they get a meeting from they have a visit from the Australian people to their area.
وكانوا مبسوطين كثير من النتائج اللي حققناها.
And they was really pleasure and glad about the results.
Who was the Australian organisation? Who was
شو اسم المؤسسة الأسترالية؟
الأسترالية. المؤسسة الأسترالية اجت عن طريق مؤسسة كير والمركز وأريج والمركز الفلسطيني للتنمية الاقتصادية والاجتماعية.
It's come from through Arij, is an organization there, and CARE is another organization, and مين؟
المركز الفلسطيني للتنمية الاقتصادية والاجتماعية.
المركز الفلسطيني.
التنمية الاقتصادية والاجتماعية.
It's a development Palestinian center. Yeah.
يعني إحنا من خلال هاي المجموعة هم كان لهم علاقة مع الأستراليين.
So through this group, they have because they have this relationship with the Australian, they bring them to
وأجوا
Geneva.
وفد أستراليا زارنا على مدى مرتين في خلال هذه الفترة اللي فاتت.
And through all this time, there's a group from Australia and they came and to visit them.
حاليا في بيننا وبينهم اتفاقية ل5 سنوات لقدام.
Now they have agreement for 5 years.